Okay, sorry this didn't come out sooner, but I've been doing a lot of experimentation with infrared filter and neutral density filter. So there's a lot of experimentation going on in these sets of pictures. Now this was taking outside my door and got the oleanders and the trees colored, and I desaturated everything else. Now here's a picture that got overexposed. Um, so I thought I'd see what I can get with it. I ended up giving up and going to black and white. And I ended up with this. I added a colored overlay layer on the image. My last tutorial, I went into this. I'll put a link in the description. Now, one of the people that are subscribed to me didn't really understand what raw files were. This is what I was able to pull back out of that overexposed picture. Sky is not really too realistic, and the water's a little too blue. But for a 10-minute edit, this isn't too bad. I like it, but there's not much to it. Just some flowers at a trailer park by the Colorado River. Now here I was experimenting with shutter speeds. Uh, I forget what I had on this. I want to say 17,000th of a second. I was amazed what I caught. There's still a little motion blur down in the very bottom of the picture, but for traveling 75 miles an hour, I think this is a pretty good shot. Yeah, this was a picture just outside my door again. It's found out it's called a fire rainbow. The sun is off to the left. What it is a rainbow in the ice crystals in the clouds. Yeah, this is a sunflower. Nobody planted it, so all we can figure out is the birds must have dropped some bird seed in the pot. So the owner wanted me to photograph it, and this is what I ended up with. Now, for years we had been driving down the highway, and I wanted to stop and take a picture down here. I could tell there was water, but not much else. I also did an infrared picture. This is where I just went to black and white infrared. And again, I colored overlay layer. Now this is a pretty good shot. It's infrared. It's some old growth palm trees. You can tell because the dead leaves go clear down to the ground. It came out pretty good. Now this was the neutral density filter. Basically sunglasses for your camera. I shot this at 1.6 seconds. And believe it or not, there is a boat in there, but the extended exposure made it disappear. The boat would have been somewhere around in here. The wake of the boat's back here. Now here I was setting up for some more infrared pictures. Oh, I wish I had done a better job. Here I have portrait, and I cropped it horizontal for, it would work for wallpaper on your computer screen. I think this was the first one I ever got right the first time. Now, this is the same park, wind blowing pretty bad. But I thought I'd try a shot of these trees. And this is what I got. Again, colored overlay layer gave me more detail up in the sky. If I go back, I want to just get the tree on the left with the picnic table. I think that would make a good picture. Now this was taken the week before Memorial Day. Nothing special, just kind of a cool shot. The skier, let's see if I can zoom in. It's on a hydrofoil. He's about 2 feet off the ground. I didn't have my camera out, but upriver, he actually did a flip with that thing. I thought that was kind of cool. Let's see if I can get, there we go. Again, setting up for some infrared. I didn't catch it, but the clouds were in a real neat pattern. And here's the infrared. I cloned out the concrete block in the grass. Yeah, so not really impressed. Again, the palm tree on the left, you can actually see how windy it is. Now here we went up to Parker Dam. This is a really weird bird. Had absolutely no fear of us. Maybe he's looking for a fish handout. I walked all around. It never moved. At least never flew away. I got to kick myself in the backside because I didn't shoot it horizontally. Because when I cropped it, that's what I got. And for me, that is a really good nature shot. Well, that's pretty much it for picture taking over the past 2 or 3 months. I've got other pictures. This kind of shows you how I distract myself when I'm going through a rough time. The editing just clears my head, makes me feel better. So, I hope you enjoyed.